to my channel. Ooh, 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 ooh. The cringy dancing's back. I am really happy to be filming this video because I'm going to answer the questions that you guys have asked me, and I have been wanting to do this for a century. I've always actually wanted to do this because I've always imagined that people are asking me questions and I'm answering those questions. And when the count of my followers was like 1,000 or something close to that, I would always put the question box, and then I didn't get any questions, or I got just one or two, which was so sad. And I wanted to film some videos like this, and I couldn't because almost no one asked any questions. So luckily today I have many questions, and I hope that I can answer all of those in this video. Hopefully I won't have to make a part 2. But just in case it's really long, I'll have to cut it to 2. Anyway, so I actually got a lot of questions about who I am, like my name, where I'm coming from, and all of those things. So let's start from those, right? So that you kind of understand who I am, just in case you don't know about me. Okay, so somebody asked, let me say the username. So the username is _rage___. He said, where are you from and what's your name? So my name is Laura, and that is where the username love or runaway is coming from. I took the first letter, all the letters from my name, and I decided to kind of create a username that had a meaning. And in case you're interested, you can check out my other video where I talk about my username in a very detailed manner. Where are you from? I'm from a country called Armenia, and whenever I'm outside of the country, whenever there are people asking me where I'm from, I'm like Armenia, and everybody's hearing something different, like, oh, Romania. I'm like, no, Armenia. And then they're like, oh, I don't know, Slovenia. I'm like, no. So that's the funny thing about where I'm coming from. Somebody said, oh, the username is at it's a Esta. I'm sorry, I think I mispronounced it, but I'm gonna put the questions down here so that you see the usernames as well. So where are you from and what's your age? I am actually 22 years old, and I'm going to turn 23 in a few months, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, and okay, let's see. Where are you from? Somebody else asked that as well. Laura Galveo 25. So I'm answering your question too. In case there are a couple of questions that are the same, I'm going to put those down next to each other so that you guys see it. Okay. How many languages can you speak? I would say 4.5. And the reason why I'm saying that is that because I am not as fluent in the 5th one. So, okay, I am fluent in Armenian, which is my native language, in Russian, in English, and also French. I've been learning French from when I was like 4 years old. And also, so the 5th language is the Korean. I would say that I speak Korean. I can read, I can write and everything, but I wouldn't say that I'm fluent, but I'm in love with that language. I actually love all the languages that I know, which have a special place in my heart. The only language that I actually don't know, but I really love, and I think it's incredibly beautiful, is Spanish. I understand some things, I can sing in Spanish and everything, but I wouldn't say that I can talk. So whenever I like a language, and whenever, for example, I'm traveling to a place, the language of which I don't really know, this is a weird tradition of mine, but I always learn how to say I don't speak that language in that language. So, okay, I think it was kind of confusing. So let's say I'm going to Spain. I always learn how to say I don't speak Spanish in Spanish, which I think is weird, but also I just want to let them know that I'm ready to learn Spanish, but I just don't know how to speak it yet. Okay, anyway. Also, oh, somebody wrote so underscore point Rajnish, and the person says, no questions, just a reminder, smile. Thank you so much. You actually made me smile through this comment, and I hope you smile too. And everybody who watches this video, I hope you smile millions of times in a day, and you have a reason to smile a million times a day. Okay. And actually, there are so many questions about my love life, which was so funny. I didn't expect that, but yeah, I have a couple of questions like that. So, Achal underscore Mita14 said, I love your old poetry, and I have a question that who's your inspiration to write like this? Thank you so much. First of all, I love you. That's incredibly sweet. Actually, I would say many things inspire me, and I even have a special video created on my inspirations, and if you'd like, you can check it out. But usually I get inspired by my own experiences, by what I'm going through, whether that's a relationship, any kind of relationship, not only a romantic one, you know. From movies, series, books, music, and from the experiences of the people next to me. Like, for example, let's say my friend has gone through a sad breakup, and I look at that whole situation and start writing about it. And the thing is that I am an empath. I am really good at empathizing with people's emotions, and sometimes I feel like when somebody goes through that, I'm actually going through that situation with them, because I really go deep into their emotions, into what I would feel if I were in that kind of a situation, and it's just a whole other story. So yeah, I would say that I try to find inspiration everywhere and everywhere. What I meant to say was everywhere and anywhere, because there was this time where I was like, yeah, I have to wait for inspiration to come, I have to wait and see what inspires me and everything, and then I realized that you might wait for a long time, and I am not patient enough. So that reason, I just try to find inspiration in the daily things that are happening to me, or the daily things that I see usually happening right next to me. Another question from Fathom underscore Arima 7217. Have you ever loved someone? Ooh, I would probably have to say yes. Although, so this question is kind of two-sided. I feel like it's a yes and a no, because I feel like what I've felt was love. But even if it wasn't, I think I haven't felt love to understand. Like, I didn't have that feeling to understand, oh, so this is love, but that apparently wasn't love. So I feel like, I guess it was love. Yeah, I guess so. Probably, I think I can love stronger. So it has been love, but not true love, if that makes sense. Okay, next question. Kvians underscore 2210. What should I do when my crush is ignoring me even after knowing that I have a crush on him? Well, guys, so many of you are asking me relationship questions and are asking me for advice. So whatever I'm saying is just purely my opinion, and that is what I would personally do. But obviously you don't have to do this in case you don't want to. But as you're asking me this question, I'll have to answer it. So I would say, if somebody ignored me, I would just slowly stop contacting them. whatsoever. Because what I hate most about relationships is when you realize that you're becoming a burden for somebody, that you are unwanted by that somebody. For example, it doesn't really only mean that it exists in a romantic relationship. Not really. It also relates to the connections where you are in friendships, or your colleagues but want to be friends with somebody. And when you feel like the communication is one-sided, especially if that person knows you have a crush on them, I guess well, there are two options here. You can either try to seduce them in a way, like, steal their hearts, but this is really, really hard, and it takes a lot of courage, patience, emotional input, and it's really hard. And the other way would also be just slowly distancing yourself from that person, because if they started ignoring you, knowing about your feelings, it means they kind of probably don't want that relationship at the moment with you. So I hope everything works out. I hope I helped you even a little bit. And then, somebody wrote Anil point .79 says, what is life? Life is a beautiful journey filled with ups and downs, and probably a lot of things. This is a really hard question, and I think to be able to accurately answer this question and to give you a complete answer, I would have to film another whole video about this. But I guess life is about finding love in all the possible ways. Life is full of ups and downs, but it's a beautiful journey where you work on yourself, on your relationships, when you're trying to find love in all the possible situations and ways and formats. Yeah, I guess at the moment my answer would be like that, or else if I have to go really, really deep into that question, I would have to make another like 30-minute or like 1 hour long video to be able to answer that question, because it's a really philosophical and deep question. I love it though. And then, yeah, 1377_lonely. Have you ever had an ex? That's so funny that people are so interested in my love life. Yes, I have had an ex. One ex, but I've had one. Can you suggest some books which can be available in Indian library? Whoa, this is a... and the question is by _shagun point _. This is a really specific question. Well, I would actually say that I'm not that familiar with the Indian library. I'm sorry for that. But I guess if you search for the classics, you might find those. As much as I'm aware, classics are usually being translated in all the possible languages. I might be wrong. Please don't come at me for this. But, well, one of my favorite books is Gone with the Wind. So you can try to search for that, and hopefully it'll be in the Indian library, and you'll be able to read it and tell me what you think about the book. Okay, _Roshni _Sharma I guess 2 underscores 07. I'm feeling very low and trying so hard to control my tears. What should I do? It's killing me. First of all, I'm very sorry that you're going through that, and in case you need somebody to talk to or somebody to listen to you talk, please let me know. DM me. I'm ready to listen to you. I'm very sorry that you're going through that kind of a situation, but personally, I would say that you have to be able to kind of come to a situation where you're feeling different. Of course, it's really important to have people by your side who support you, who are ready to help you, who you can talk to. But at the same time, I've realized that whenever something happens to me, whenever I feel really lonely, really sad, and I want to keep crying, I have to have an internal dialogue with myself and understand what's wrong, what is making me feel that way. There were a lot of times that things like that were happening to me, and I wouldn't even say that they aren't happening to me anymore, because I actually go through similar situations like once a month, twice a month. I don't know, it depends. But there was this time that I was really, really sad about the fact that I wanted to do a lot of things, but I was lazy to do those, and I felt like also I didn't have the time to do all of those things. And I was like, but I'm young and I can do it, and then the time will pass, I'll have my family, and I won't be able to do all of the things that I wanted to do before. So but then, first of all, find support from your family, from your friends. Talk to them, tell them how you feel, because sometimes people don't know how you're really feeling. And because if they knew, they could have comforted you, they could have been of help to you. And I feel like you really need it. And just know that I am here too, in case you need some support, in case you need somebody to talk to. But I feel like that is also something that you have to talk to yourself to understand what's wrong, what is making you cry, what is making you feel that way. And maybe you can make some changes and change your mood as well. For example, let's say if I feel like I'm not doing anything for my career, right? And I feel like the situation's really bad, I want to cry, I'm feeling low. And then when you have that internal dialogue with yourself, you understand that you have to start taking steps towards your future for you not to feel that way, that down, to the point where you really want to cry and you can't stop it. One other thing that I would say that you can do is letting yourself feel that. Maybe you need it. Maybe sometimes it happens to me too, that I have accumulated my emotions, my like small negative emotions through some time, and then after that I feel like I have to get it all out, because I can't keep it inside anymore. So maybe you can do that to feel free, and then to start from a blank page, and that might make you feel even better. And also, I wanted to say something else and then I forgot about it. You might even try writing all of those feelings down, and then I guess when you do, you might understand what's happening to you and what's making you so sad. And try to find, oh yeah, I remembered what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say was that you have to find at least one thing that will make you happy in a day, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's meeting a friend, whether that's watching a video or a series, anything. Find at least something that makes you happy in a day, and that'll help you come back to the positive world. Trust me, I've done that. I'm saying all of the things that have helped me. I hope they help you too. So, Omkar_J_K003 said, your real name, where are you from, what's your age, and how are you? So I answered the other questions, so I'm just gonna say I am great today, because this week I had the opportunity to have a long weekend thanks to my company, because they decided that Friday was going to be a mental health awareness day. That's why I wasn't working on Friday. So I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as non-working days, and today's Saturday, and I'm feeling really happy because I can finally rest and just give myself the time that I need that I actually don't have the opportunity to give throughout the week. R_point_nobody_T says, how was your day? It was really, really good, I would say, because I feel so recently one of the criteria how I understand like how good my day was is understanding how productive I was. during that day. So today I went to my French class. I met my friend. We walked together and then we went to a bookstore and then we had some lunch together, and now I'm back home. And I feel like I was productive and the day's been good because I finally met my friend that I couldn't see for like weeks because both of us are very busy and we can't correspond. We can't find a time that would work for both of us throughout the week. So I'm pretty happy. How was your day? Somebody says, oh yeah, BTW, it's sabi 00. You are really nice and motivated others. Oh, and motivated others as well. Keep going, and your account is really nice. Thank you so much. I adore messages like this because they make me so happy and they inspire me to another level, because on another level, I thought something was wrong on another level. And what makes me happy is that seeing that people like the content that I'm putting out makes me think of new ideas and come up with new things that I thought I was kind of scared to do before, and I thought that people might not like it. So thank you so much for the support. It means a lot that people like you are commenting and making me smile. Okay. A_lad_in. If you could go anywhere, where would it be? If you could meet any famous person, who would it be? Woo, I love that. Okay. Okay. If you could go anywhere, I would go to the Maldives now or to Dubai. UAE. And the reason for that is that I feel like I am really tired and I need some rest. And I need to go to be able to rest completely. I always like to go to the sea, to the ocean, and to the pool as well. So I feel like and those places are the calmest for me at the moment. So I would really want to go there and get some rest for like 2 weeks or probably even 3. Just imagining that situation makes me feel so happy and calm. And I think I would even be able to create beautiful, cute poems if I were there. Okay, hopefully soon. Famous person. Ooh, I would love to meet Sidney Sheldon because he's incredible. His writing is so attractive to me because when I read his books, I can't stop reading and my attention span is kind of short. So whenever I'm reading a book, I always get distracted after reading a page or 2. I just can't sit and do something for a long time. So that's that. I would meet him to learn the techniques that he's using for his writing, although he's not alive. The other person that I would love to meet would be... I have a lot of options in my mind. I guess I would love to meet Shawn Mendes because I'm a huge fan and I would really be interested to talk to him, understand how he writes his songs, because his songs have been always so close to my heart, and I would be really interested to know how he feels, how he puts the words on paper and turns those into beautiful songs that I really relate to. How can I help? _X and E. How can I help myself get out of a love trap? Well, the good thing is that you already know that you're in a trap. So sometimes people who are in that kind of a situation are really defensive and they don't want to admit that they're in a problematic relationship. By saying love trap, if you mean that you're in a problematic relationship, I feel like the first step has already been done, which is understanding and admitting that you're in that kind of a situation. Well, I guess working on yourself and trying to either turn that relationship around and turning it into a healthy relationship that works, or maybe even trying to find a way to get out of that relationship, because relationships like that, if they're toxic, if they are not as healthy, they always consume you, both physically and psychologically. So I would advise you to find a way to kind of get out of that relationship so that you don't suffer too much. I hope that's what you meant. If not, you can DM me and clarify what you meant by that. Jodrinalyn Point Junkie says, how are you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. Fortunately, I'm doing great today. I get the time to rest, so I feel pretty good. Laura Galvao 25 says, have you ever dated? Yes, I have. Once. And the last one is by _M_Ari_Lynn_. No question, just love. That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm sending you love back. With this heart, and with this heart, and with this heart, and with this. There was another one too. This one. I don't really like this one because it's really hard to make, but still. So guys, that's it. This was a wrap. Thank you so much for your questions, and I hope I didn't miss any question, or else I would feel really bad. But just in case I did, I'm going to film another video just like this one soon. Well, yeah, let's see when people have more questions and I'll answer those. Thank you so much for the questions. Thank you so much for supporting me and for being my followers, for liking what I do, relating what I write to what I write, and just being by my side. It means a lot. I'm trying to communicate with as many of you as possible. Those of you who have reached out to me, I'm always responding so that you feel that I'm really, really grateful to have you in my followers and to have you by my side. Thank you so much. I love you. And also we have something to celebrate, because I was really busy trying to figure out what to do to celebrate 5K followers, and now we have 6K followers. Thank you so much. I'm really happy and I really appreciate what you're doing for me. Mwah. I love you guys, sending you lots of love. Please try to be happy and try to smile every day, because life is short, and I realized that I don't really want to spend my emotions and my thoughts on negativity anymore. So positivity is the key. Love you guys. Mwah.